So, a new Pokémon game just released. Yeah, it's complicated because there used to be a time where I was really excited for a new Pokémon release. And I mean, really excited. Pokémon had this kind of magic where every game was a new adventure that would give me a new experience that I would keep with me for the rest of my life. Well, that's not the case anymore. I think I'm not the only one who noticed that this kind of magic has faded. And I just want to be clear about this. Pokémon on the Switch has not been a complete disaster. But those games were also not so extremely good. And I think that's the biggest problem, because it could be so much better. And we have seen that before. For me personally, X and Y are still some of the best and most underrated Pokémon games. These games give me such an amazing experience, and I replayed these games so much. So understandably, I was so excited to see them finally return to the Kalos region. Only to see that the entire game takes place in the least interesting part from X and Y, because the entire Kalos region is so amazing and it gives us such a big potential for an amazing open world game. And Game Freak looked at all of this potential and they decided Paris is enough. Yeah, have you ever played GTA before? That also only takes place in a city, unless it's one of the newer games. And Rockstar actually puts the amount of budget and time into the games they deserve. Well, I wish that was the only problem with the new Pokémon game. Because here's the thing, if I'm being honest, I still think that Pokémon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee are the best Switch Pokémon games. They are at least the ones I had the most enjoyment with. And the only ones I really wanted to replay. And that says a lot, because usually I want to play a Pokemon game at least 3 or 4 times in my life. Yeah, Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu felt more finished than any of the other games we got afterwards. And I just don't understand how it is possible that since Pokemon jumped to 3D with the 6th generation, the graphical quality has just been declining. Okay, yes, with the newest game, it has gotten a bit better, but it's a new console and yeah, the graphics look good for a PS2 game, but let's not get into this too much because I mean, as somebody who does some programming projects myself, I don't understand how it is possible that you can create a model of an entire open world and then you try to load the entire model in full resolution at the same time. Then you wonder why the performance is so bad and you decide to make all the buildings look worse so it runs better on the Switch. I just have one idea. You know, Game Freak, what about making buildings that are further away less detailed, like every other game, and then you can have better quality. How much quality do you want to sacrifice for no particular reason? Okay, can you talk at least? Well, I mean, voice acting is too complicated anyway. But the thing is, I really wanted to give the Pokemon Company another chance before I really start losing my hope for the future. Because what I really wanted them to do is to take more time for the next game. Because it seems like with every new release, it just lacked a lot of effort and polishing, and I thought it's very nice that they are taking their time for the new game. But unfortunately, it seems like that didn't help. And let's be clear, I don't think that all the Pokemon games on the Switch are very bad. I have had a lot of fun with all of them. But first of all the Pokemon games on the DS, on the 3DS and on the Game Boy were much better. Like really worlds apart. And second of all, it feels so unnecessary to get these kind of mid-quality games all the time, because this is the most successful franchise ever. Yeah, I'm serious. There is no reason that they cannot spend more money on these games. They are just lazy. And yes, I mean, the new battle system in Legends ZA is a lot of fun and I enjoy this and everything. That's not my point, but the map is too small. This game has such a good potential, and now it seems like this game is gonna give people a bad impression of the Kalos region, and I don't know if the popularity of X and Y is gonna get better now. And it's so frustrating. The budget for the game was 13 million. They are the most successful franchise. Are you kidding me? And if they cannot do it themselves, they should outsource it. Outsource to someone who knows what they are doing. I mean, Rockstar Games is gonna be free very soon, right? And I know it's possible. It's fine for me to wait a few years for a Pokemon game if we get something like X and Y or Black and White again. I mean, look at this masterpiece. But it just feels so frustrating to get something like this again. And after so many years on the Switch with so many problematic releases, to be kind, I think it's very sad to say the state of Pokemon is problematic and they need to change something in the future for this franchise to still be successful. It's already showing with the user scores and the sales are also declining. Maybe they will listen. I mean, Paper Mario was a catastrophe and it seemed like Nintendo was gonna bury their best title forever, and suddenly a miracle happened. And the Mario Party series was so doomed, and suddenly everything changed. All of these things, they give me some hope. I mean, I can talk very long about each of the 3DS games because they are amazing and they give me so much happiness. I wanna remember how amazing Pokemon used to be. And I'm getting a lot of fun out of the new games, but not what I'm expecting from this franchise. Thank you so much for watching. And if you enjoyed the video, then you should definitely watch the video where I talk about why Pokemon X and Y are the most underrated Pokemon game.